Bruce Lee is universally recognized as a martial arts icon, a revolutionary thinker and the founder of Jeet Kune Do. But before he became a global legend, Lee was a young, energetic student under the tutelage of Wing Chun Grandmaster Yip Man. Their relationship, though brief, was pivotal in shaping Lee's martial foundation. Yet, despite the significance of their connection, Yip Man eventually stopped teaching Bruce Lee directly. Why? This article explores the multifaceted reasons behind this decision, examining cultural tensions, social dynamics, martial philosophy, and the evolution of Bruce Lee's own path. The early days, Bruce Lee's entry into Wing Chun. Bruce Lee began training under Yip Man in the mid-1950s in Hong Kong. At the time, Lee was a rebellious teenager involved in frequent street fights. His friend William Cheung, already a student of Yip Man, introduced him to Wing Chun as a way to channel his aggression and refine his fighting skills. Lee quickly showed promise. His speed, agility, and hunger for knowledge made him stand out among his peers. But this rapid rise also sowed the seeds of discord, cultural tensions, Bruce Lee's mixed heritage. One of the most significant reasons Yip Man stopped teaching Bruce Lee was rooted in cultural prejudice. Bruce Lee was of mixed heritage. His mother was Eurasian, which made him part non-Chinese. In 1950s Hong Kong, this was a serious issue. Traditional views. Many martial arts schools held the belief that Kung Fu should only be taught to ethnic Chinese. Sharing combat secrets with foreigners was seen as a betrayal of cultural heritage. Student backlash. When Lee's ancestry became known, many of Yip Man's students protested his presence. Some even boycotted classes and demanded his expulsion. Yip Man's response. Though Yip Man refused to expel Lee, the pressure from the community made it difficult to continue teaching him directly. To ease tensions, Yip Man arranged for Lee to train privately under senior students like Wang Shenlong. This compromise allowed Lee to continue learning Wing Chun, but it marked the end of his direct instruction under Yip Man. Practical constraints, growth of the school. As Yip Man's reputation grew, so did the number of students in his school. Managing a large group meant that Yip Man could no longer offer personalized instruction to every student. Delegation to senior students. Yip Man began delegating teaching responsibilities to trusted disciples. Bruce Lee was assigned to Wang Shenlong, who became a major influence on Lee's fighting style. Limited interaction, with Yip Man focusing on administrative and broader teaching duties. His direct interaction with Lee diminished naturally. While this wasn't a formal dismissal, it contributed to the perception that Yip Man had stopped teaching Lee, Bruce Lee's evolution, from student to innovator. Another reason for the separation was Bruce Lee's own transformation. Even as a teenager, Lee was questioning traditional martial arts methods and seeking more practical, efficient techniques. Street fighting experience. Lee's frequent street fights gave him real-world insights that sometimes clashed with traditional Wing Chun teachings. Philosophical divergence. Lee began to see limitations in rigid styles. He wanted to adapt and evolve martial arts to suit modern combat scenarios. Birth of Jeet Kune Do. Later, after arriving in the United States, Lee was to synthesize his learnings into a new philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, which emphasized fluidity, adaptability, and personal expression. This philosophical shift made it difficult for Lee to remain within the confines of traditional Wing Chun instruction. Legal troubles and relocation. In 1958, Bruce Lee was involved in a violent altercation with a rival martial arts student. The incident led to police involvement and concern from his parents about his future. Parental decision. Lee's parents decided to send him to the United States to avoid further trouble and pursue education. End of formal training. With his relocation to America in 1959, Lee's formal training under Yip Man and his senior students came to an end. This geographical separation sealed the end of their teacher-student relationship, respect, and legacy. Despite the challenges and eventual separation, Bruce Lee always held deep respect for Yip Man. Acknowledgement of influence. Lee credited Wing Chun and Yip Man as foundational to his martial journey. Yip Man's pride. Yip Man, though not directly involved in Li's later development, was reportedly proud of Li's success and acknowledged the role of Wang Shenlong in shaping him. Their relationship, though brief and complicated, left a lasting legacy in martial arts history. A complex separation. Yip Man's decision to stop teaching Bruce Lee wasn't a simple matter of dismissal. It was a confluence of cultural prejudice, social dynamics, practical constraints, and philosophical divergence. Bruce Lee's mixed heritage made him a target of discrimination, and Yip Man had to navigate the delicate balance between tradition and fairness. As Lee evolved into a martial arts innovator, the need for traditional instruction diminished, and his path diverged from that of his master. Yet, the impact of Yip Man on Bruce Lee's life cannot be overstated. Wing Chun gave Lee the tools to begin his journey, and Yip Man's indirect mentorship through senior students helped shape one of the greatest martial artists of all time. Here is a timeline of Bruce Lee and Yip Man's relationship. Hope you enjoyed the video. Your comments are always welcome. Subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.